Alright, good morning everybody. We're getting ready to start up our ice storm coverage right now, and our winter storm coverage. This is all the way up here towards the East Coast today and North Carolina areas where we already have down trees, power lines, roads are slick. I just watched the video from Reed Timmer, and it's showing some of the roads are very slick, and there's already down trees and power lines. Freezing rain coming in. And like I said, this ice storm's not completely done yet. So hold on just a second, folks. I'm going to share this with my page, so hold on. And like I said, this ice storm's not completely done. And like I said, if you don't have to be out today, we advise to stay home. I mean, that's the best to do. I want a lot of people out on the roads. We'll keep this up for a little while today. We just got a report over here in Tennessee. If it's a tenth of an inch of ice, we're just getting a tenth. And you can see this freezing rain is never fun. It's going to break the lines. You're going to have down trees. So far, we got a few 100s on a couple of branches, stuff like that. People are measuring. I did have one power outage. This is in Georgia of 43 trees and power lines down from the wind. So we're just getting freezing rain, and this is another thing to keep in mind. You have freezing rain getting on the contact of the ground when it freezes. Then you got the wind blowing, like in some of this in North Carolina today, up to like 30, 40, 50 miles an hour. And that's just going to knock trees down. You're going to have trees and power lines. Like I said, if you don't have to be out today, do not be out in this winter storm or ice storm. Stay home. Let the road people do their work. Because we don't want any accidents. Nobody wants to go to no hospital. I mean, we don't want any extra trouble out there. So you continue to watch this freezing rain continues, and there'll be times today the radar will be quiet. I mean, we'll put the audio on mute, and you can see here we got all the snow reports coming in. I'm measuring some, and up here 4 inches coming in from Greenville. Up here in Carolinas, still getting some more. We got 9 inches. Let's see, heavy wet snow. This is another problem. Wet snow. Once you get wet snow, like 11 to 10 inches of wet snow, that's going to weight down the lines also, too. So there's going to be power outages. So please plug your devices in. I'll take these tracks off, and you can see I measured one in Greenville and up this way 10 inches, and that'll be measured in Henderson, D.C. Starting to measure some up there in Tockton, D.C. and up there towards Asheville. I already see Wavesville almost 4 inches. So this has not been, like I said, the storm is not even done yet. Alright, now I'm getting a report coming in over here in the DC in the Chifield area of social media has measured 0.35 inches of ice. So that'll be almost, let's see, that'll be still some heavy freezing rain. So, like I said, if you ask Google that, and I'll ask Google you quick what that is. So just give me a Alright, just checking here. I can zoom this in a little closely. And you can see that this area in Jefferson over here down here in Carroll in the DC area is measuring just a photo coming in of 0.35. So that is pretty decent. Water, so that just tells you how much freezing rain we got. The rest of it I'm measuring just a few 100s right now, but still we're going to have down trees and power lines a lot today. So do not drive through it. Actually, don't ever drive through a power line or a tree. That could be down. That's not going to be safe. It's not going to be good if you go through that. Let's see, just reading different areas because and once this comes up here towards Pennsylvania and New York, it's definitely going to pick up. There's some pretty decent heavy precipitation right over there. So numbers that continue to grow right now. 4 inches, this is 2 inches. So mostly this has also turned into a freezing rain maker. A lot. And all this freezing rain, it just and water is contact. And that's what we got. So I'll change it over again. Just let radar update. And you could just see the last couple hours. So I'm gonna pull back while we're on here. We did have a 1/4 of an inch measured about a few hours ago from social media. We did have between 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 of an inch of wickled in on tree branches. So once we get that, now this is an old report. Now I'm going to tell everybody, once we get those kind of reports, 1/4 of an inch of freezing rain, that's enough to start breaking the branches down and knock trees onto power lines. So definitely just make yourself safe from that. We're getting ready to put the audio on mute just in a minute. And you could just see, I keep backing up here from this morning. You can see we had one report of roadway SC34. So we just continue to get these ice storm report this morning, and you can see all morning long we had several reports coming in. For the Newberry area, we had like weak road reports, numerous of trees and power lines down. I'll give you some information. Now these are some old reports, but I'll give them to you. We had 400 power outages so far. So we have 400 customers earlier were out of power. So that is just getting very concernable when you have that. We're starting to get a lot of that coming in, like 400 customers. It's never new. So that was this morning, and you can see analyzing some more data here for you, and it's just like wickled was just freezing. That was you get these pink colors this morning. That's where we thought we'll see a 1/4 of an inch of wickled, and that just gonna cause a lot of tree problems today. And so now look at it. It's switched back to some rain, but this is still freezing rain here. So if you're continuing to watch us from TV here, we're continuing to watch this activity today. And I'll definitely show you the ice storm reports coming in. And let's go to the weather service real quick. And like I said, looking at the on the computer, we just have a ice storm warning, and this goes in effect to midnight. So we could see gusts up to 45 miles an hour, and that's going to bring down trees and power lines. And this is just all the winter weather alerts we have in place right now. And we do have that tornado watch that goes through Florida too. This is how powerful the storm system is. So you could just see here we are at, it looks like the whole East Coast is having something, so that's never good. So a lot of winter weather alerts. And yeah, there's just a lot of people probably disappointed when they woke up and there's a lot of more ice than snow. I mean, this is what we've been talking about the last couple days, where we thought there could be less snow at times, and there could be some snow, a lot of snow in certain spots. But this is freezing rain is what's been the biggest thing. And that's something you don't really want. You can drive through snow, maybe a little sleet. It could add on to some problems, but this freezing rain it's not a joke. It could hurt you. You could slide around. I mean, this is what this is going to turn to, a sheet of ice. 11 inches, kind of close to Woolseyville area now, so that's something we always have. Look like a tenth of an inch of freezing precip. So what we're going to do is continue to leave our coverage up. I got some down radars. I hope that's not a problem. So we want to continue to leave our winter storm coverage up right now, and ice storm coverage will be popping on different times today to let you know what's going on. So let me just have the radar animating again.